David Attenborough, we can learn from him. I spent 25 years in the medical field and I saw two kinds of aging. People who declined slowly and painfully, and there were people who stayed sharp and active well into their 90s. At 100 years old, David Attenborough shows us exactly what this means and how he does this. Many of us grew up listening to his voice.
Twins, and she put her hand on the top of my head.
We watched and explored and learned about the world with him. Well, now he's 100 years old and we can still learn from him. We can learn how to age gracefully. My name is Martin. I'm a retired paramedic and I've treated thousands of older adults who have been injured or suffered a medical emergency. Here, you'll find information that can help you stay safe, healthy, and still lead a purposeful life as we get older. And I'm one of you. I'm well into my 70s now. Mr. Attenborough was born May 8, 1926, and he grew up with fossils and learning. He was a curious child. Later on, he joined the BBC and worked there for many, many years, where he worked on shows such as the iconic Planet Earth. David Attenborough is a rare example of someone reaching 100 years old with strong mental clarity and physical function. But it's not just one magic trick that got him into this position. It's a combination of habits and mindset and a life structured around movement and purpose. Here's what stands out and what actually applies to us older adults. Many of you may be doing some of these things already, and many of us may think, hey, maybe I should be doing those things. But here's some of the ideas that we can learn from Mr. Attenborough and how he stays so active, fit, and relevant at 100 years old. 1. He never really retired. Mr. Attenborough kept working well into his late 90s. He continued filming, narrating, writing, and he just kept on working on the work that he loved. He stayed mentally challenged. The work he did made sure of that. He had a clear sense of purpose. He loved what he was doing. And why does this matter? Well, a strong sense of purpose is consistently linked to lower rates of cognitive decline and a longer life. And for many people, once they retire from work, they are lost. They have been doing the same routine for 25 years, and now it's over, and they don't know what to do with themselves. And that will age you very fast.
What am I going to do with the rest of my life?
Even small, purposeful, driven activities such as mentoring or volunteering or taking a hobby keeps the brain engaged. Find something that excites you and pursue it. 2. Lifelong movement without so-called exercising. He wasn't known to be going to the gyms, but he moved constantly. Whether he was walking through forests or hills or on uneven terrain, which you have to use your body and your mind when walking on uneven terrain, standing, climbing, exploring well into his later years. Make staying physically active as part of your daily life. So why does this matter? This is a classic NEAT, which stands for non-exercise activity thermogenesis. And that means, thermogenesis means the heat you create by expending energy. Whether you're walking up a hill, you get warm, you have to take your coat off. That's thermogenesis. Doing this non-gym exercise every day, whether you're moving, carrying things, bending, working physically, continually doing these kinds of movement for everyday activities. Doing this is one of the strongest predictors of healthy aging. I'm actually producing a full video on this topic now because it's so important. So stay tuned and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. For us older adults, what does this mean? Daily walking, doing light chores, staying on your feet often matter more than going to the gym occasionally. Gym workouts are fine, but going to the gym for an hour a day does not write off sitting on your butt for the rest of the day. Constant movement is the key. Here's an example. In my house, I use the bathroom upstairs, so I have to walk up the stairs to get to it. And this will be done several times a day. No gym needed for this. It's part of my daily routine. Why not park your car at the far end of the parking lot when you go grocery shopping? So now you have to walk those extra steps. Make a conscious effort to do this. Make it a mindset. Make movement part of your daily life. Go out of your way to move. You're doing this, your body and mind, a favor, and they're going to love you for it. It works for David Attenborough. It can work for you. 3. Curiosity keeps the brain alive. David Attenborough never stopped learning. He studied new species, ecosystems, and science. He stayed mentally engaged. He maintained curiosity about the world. And why does this matter? Well, curiosity stimulates multiple areas of the brain, and it protects you against cognitive decline. If you stop being curious, your brain slows down. So be curious like a kid. Ask questions. Find answers. Show interest in what other people are doing. You're retired now. You have time to do this. 4. Have a calm, low-stress personality. Mr. Attenborough is known for being measured, calm, and thoughtful. Not reactive or high stress. He speaks slowly and clearly, and he's in control of what he says. He spends time in nature. Watch his shows and you'll see this. He's a pretty cool guy. And why does this matter? Chronic stress is strongly linked to inflammation, heart disease, and memory decline. Reducing daily stress, even small amounts, adds up over the years. So relax, learn how to meditate, listen to soft music, find out what works for you, and reduce your stress. And if needed, get professional help with this. 5. He had a strong connection to nature. His entire life revolved around the natural world. For yourself, spend time outdoors, exposure to sunlight and fresh air. Even the first 10 to 20 minutes when you wake up gives you a great benefit in how the rest of your day is going to go. It even helps reset your internal clock so you sleep better. I made a separate video on this also, so stay tuned. Obviously, Mr. Attenborough has emotional connection to the environment. Seeing and breathing nature is good for him and it's good for us. Not only for our body, but for our minds also. He also led a simple, consistent lifestyle. There's no evidence of him using extreme diets or fads. Moderation in eating was his goal. He did not eat much meat, and it was mostly a plant-based diet. He has consistent routines. He didn't rely on any dramatic biohacks or fancy fads. Just easy-going day-to-day life. Instead of using red light therapy, he probably just went for a walk outside. Longevity tends to come from consistency, not extremes. Day-to-day healthy habits work. They have been proven to work. But you have to work at being consistent sometimes. It's just too easy to say, well, I'm not going to go for that walk today. I'm just going to stay indoors.
Hello? No, I'm not going to go for a walk today. I don't feel like it.
Don't let that happen to you. Social and professional engagement. Mr. Attenborough worked with teams, writing and filming, and just watch his shows. It takes a lot of teamwork to produce those shows. He stayed socially relevant. He had a lot of friends and certainly kept busy. Having friends and something to wake up for in the morning are key to live a healthier and a better life. And why does this matter? Isolation is a major risk factor for both physical and mental decline. As we age, we may lose family members, we may lose friends, and we must do our best to keep our friends, to make new friends. It's easy to withdraw from people and the things we used to enjoy doing. If you ever find yourself doing this, or if you're doing it already, retreating from people, retreating from life, make an effort, make a huge effort to come out of that cave that you have retreated to. Get out and make new friends. Join groups, join community centers. They have a lot to offer us older adults. So what does all this mean, especially for us? Well, Mr. Attenborough's longevity isn't about genetics alone. It's about lifestyle that lines up pretty well perfectly with what we now know that prevents decline. Move often, not just exercise. Stay active all day. Stay curious and keep learning. Don't shut off your brain. Have a reason to get up in the morning. Be involved with things that you enjoy. Try something new. Reduce your stress where you can. Work at it. Make it a priority. Spend time outdoors. Getting outside in the daylight when you first get up in the morning is a healthy habit to get into, and it'll make your day go better. What made Mr. Attenborough and can make you exceptional isn't just one thing. It's several things that worked with each other that made his life so full and complete. David Attenborough is 100 years old at the time of filming this, and he is still writing, narrating, and producing these incredible TV shows. So if it worked for him, it can work for you. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel, and feel free to share it with someone who you think may benefit from it.